Now available in paperback and e-readers. E-Steam Horror of the Hyena Woman. Hell's aspiring angel takes on a wicked werewolf in this action-packed all-new E-Steam series adventure. Get E-Steam Horror of the Hyena Woman in paperback and e-readers today.
Hi everyone, it's Sean here with another comic review video. Now, some viewers have been contacting me saying they wanted to pick up a copy of John Haynes at Death's Door now that the Kickstarter is over. And I'm still working out the logistics on how I can get comics to viewers who want a copy of John Haynes at Death's Door. And I'm pondering either doing an Indiegogo for a second chance, or I'm gonna open up an online store with a printer like Lulu, and that will be the way people will be able to get a copy of John Haynes at Death's Door. And as I'm doing this, I'm also focusing on my next comic project, and I would love to do an ISIS comic book or another John Haynes comic. So it just depends on what the viewers want to pick up. But I'm working on my next comic as we speak and coming up with ideas for my next comic. But until then, you can pick up my first comic, E-Steam No Good Deed, on Kindle for 99 cents right now. Now, as I've been out here working on my own comics, I've been picking up comics from other indie creators. And one series I have really been enjoying for the last couple of years has been the Sister Mercy series. And the creator of Sister Mercy is now currently trying to expand the universe of Sister Mercy, and he's done this with this comic, Hope and Sin #1. And Hope and Sin #1 is an absolutely fantastic first issue, which further expands the world of Sister Mercy and the post-apocalyptic world of Sister Mercy and her battles with the Black Pope. And we learn a bit more about the Dark Church of the Black Pope as this issue goes on, and we learn more about two really cool characters. Your Cardinal Sin, who reminds me of Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and we also learn more about Hope, the daughter of Whoopi Goldberg, who is getting a nice view of the ocean or the sea, where she suffered the Mortal Kombat fatality in Sister Mercy #5. So we get a build-up as related to a lot of those stories in Hope and Sin, and we get to introduce to these characters and get to know them a little bit better. Now, this comic is rated R for nudity and violence, and when I was looking at this whole issue, it was really reminding me of the Red Shoe Diaries. This is the kind of comic that if it were on TV, there would be people going out here and watching it with the volume down and their finger on that last button, hoping not to get caught watching this series. So this is what really this whole series reminded me of. And the splash page just blew my mind because we get a sexy piece of chocolate in Your Hope, and the splash page of Hope and Sin #1, the first page, gives you one of the sexiest black women to ever grace a comic. I mean, Your Hope would give Storm a run for her money, and I really cannot show you a lot in the first couple of 2 pages because we get to see a lot of Your Hope, and it's not something I can show on YouTube because this is a family channel, and this sequence really, you can't show it to people. And again, I can't really show it because, again, Your Hope is one sexy piece of chocolate, and she would possibly persuade you to want to go to church every Sunday. So I can't really show much about her story, and I really can't show too much about Your Cardinal Sin story too, because again, we get some really, really revealing sequences, and these sequences again are not something you can put on a family-friendly channel like mine, but this book again is absolutely fantastic at further expanding the world of Hope and Sin, and really does a great job of really developing developing both of these characters so we can get to know them a bit better. I mean, just absolutely really solid writing from Corey Hardiman here. He does a fantastic job of really developing these characters and expanding their world, and he does a really great job of letting us get to know these characters and show them as people we can care about. Now, the interior artwork is extremely well done by Gianno Pianeschi, who did the Hope story, and Lennon Burhans, who did the Sin story. Each of the styles of these artists really flow into each other and really make the Sister Mercy world feel very cohesive. And the coloring just really pops on this comic, and it just really comes together to make a very well crafted book. I mean, does a great job of, again, expanding that Sister Mercy universe, taking us into this dark apocalyptic world that is controlled by a dark church, and really makes us really see a very fantastic end of days. And this is just, again, very well done comic. And I have to say that I recommend Your Hope and Sin. This is a great book that if you are into the Sister Mercy universe, you will definitely not be disappointed, because this book takes place between Sister Mercy number 5 and Sister Mercy number 6, but it feels like its own story, and I would like to see more stories with Your Hope and Sin, because I really like the Cardinal Sin character, and I would like to see her get more developed, because I think that she's going to be like Faith on Buffy, and I'm hoping that Hope doesn't go out like Kendra, because she's looking like another well-done character, and I'd hate to see her go out like Kendra. Kendra got the rawest deal on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I don't want to see Hope get the same raw deal from Corey, because, again, she's a sexy piece of chocolate, and I want to see some more of that hot chocolate in this comic. I really want to see more of this, of Your Hope, because when I saw that splash page, I had to keep myself from going to go get some Jergens lotion, because she's so fine. But the whole thing is that, again, this is just an absolutely fantastic comic, and I really want to see more of Hope and Sin, and I want to follow more of their adventures in upcoming issues. Now, if you want to check out my first comic, Easteen No Good Deed, which I did with Bill Walko, you can pick up a copy on Kindle for 99 cents on Amazon.com. And if you want to pick up some of my action-packed African-American fantasy fiction on the SJS Direct imprint, like the ISIS series, the Easteen series, the John Hayes series, and the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, you can find those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them on Smashwords, the iBook Store, and Google Play. And if you want to see me be able to put in pledges for more great comics and support more indie creators and be able to do more comic review videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. The goddess next door takes on the threat of a deadly digital diva driven to destroy the world in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess, featuring a bonus pin-up and the other 2 books in the Cyber Goddess saga at online booksellers everywhere today.